Matt Rule did a walk and talk yesterday.
Yeah.
Looking like he was doing the NTV Cribs. If you missed it, they're good. They're good. I don't know if he changes his voice on the walk and talks or he changes his voice at the press conferences because his voice is different. Like when he talks at the press conferences, I used to think he was being candid and just kind of being normal and talking normally. But now I don't know if he's trying harder to sound normal or sound younger when he's doing the walk and talks. I don't know. It's a different tone.
I guess I haven't really watched a good chunk of these things, but I guess comparing that to his media appearances, he would sound a lot more relaxed, more enjoying what he's doing, like when he's walking, talking.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't enjoy doing the press conferences, but like you could expect.
I think he enjoys doing them. I don't think he could stand up there for that long.
I think for the press conferences, you have to be prepared for all the questions you're going to be asked.
Sure.
For the 15 minutes of time.
He's there. Well, that's the one thing. They're not 15 minutes. He
15 or half an hour.
Dude, they're half an hour. They are.
Depending how long.
It's like a Monday or a Tuesday presser. They're long. If it's a Thursday presser, he's pretty much in and out. Saturday depends. Saturday can be a lot quicker. Saturday could also get pretty long. I think you can't convince me that he doesn't love a press conference. Even if he told me, even if he looked at me, no. But I'm just saying in general. Even if he looked at me with his own two eyes and he told me, Matt, I don't enjoy a press conference, I'd be like, I don't think I believe you. There's no way that you can be, because he's great at them.
Yeah.
He's incredible at them. There's no way you can be that good and do that for that long and not enjoy at least like a sliver of that time. But anyway, he did another walk and talk. I think it's pretty clear that which ones are for the recruits and which ones are for the fans. I think the Starbucks and nutrition ones clearly for the recruits. Clearly, you don't
for those coffee drinkers.
Come on, you don't show me that cafeteria and that Starbucks and everything like that. And you're telling me that's not for to get more kids in your building. Which I don't know how many football players are really clamoring to get Starbucks every single day. But hey, I'm a Dunkin' guy. So this kind of is what it is. Or Host Coffee. But did a walk and talk. Talked about the single digit numbers and what the importance is. Now, if you didn't know already, but Matt Rule does the single digit numbers in terms of he has the team vote on who should deserve or who should be able to pick who wears a single digit, because back in the day, he did not enjoy that there would be guys in his program who would play for an extended period of time. They would want number 2, and then, oops, we gave number 2 to a recruit, because he actually said in the video, he goes, Coach, it's between, like, I'm thinking about going to the school. If you give me number 2 right now, I'll commit, which is a wild sentence to hear, considering the fact that nowadays, whenever you talk numbers with recruits, it's not about what jersey number they have, but the amount of money that you're going to put in their bank account, which is, it's always fun because when we just go back and we get really sad about the glory days of college football, how much fun it was and what it used to be. Regardless, gave out a couple more numbers yesterday. Number 2 goes to Ja'Cory Barney. Love it. Fast number. Number 4 goes to Janiran Bonner, which when that happened, and a lot of people found out, the overwhelming response to that was good for Janiran. Good for him, man. Mm-hmm. I don't think a lot of people anticipated that he would end up getting a single-digit number, and so good for that guy. We'll talk about Janiran Bonner a little bit later in the show, because I think it's a very interesting prospect in terms of what his career has been at Nebraska. Number 9. So this was weird. So Vincent Shavers was number 1 in the Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
I think, what was his number 4? I think he might have been 19 or something like that during the regular season.
Wasn't too sure.
Then he ends up getting 1 during the Pinstripe Bowl because Jamari Butler just gave it to him, which was really funny, which Gary did kind of claim. He was like, I think that ruined the single-digit tradition. In a way, it kind of did. but they're still sticking with it.
Yeah.
So he's at number 9. I love it for him. V9. Talk about a sick nickname. V9.
This came out of the blue from you.
Well, yeah. I mean, we just say it all the time. We just don't have enough nicknames. And just V9 is a sick nickname. Now, V8 would have been dope. That would have been cool. But we're not going to have that, unfortunately. And then Javen Wright, number 0. Now, this is really funny. First off, I love Javen Wright. Met Javen Wright multiple times. Talked to him. Stand-up guy. Stand-up dude. It's been, if you've known him, and there's been, and this is why coaches get a little emotional when talking about him, which is why Matt Rule always talks about, hey, I don't really watch the player press conferences anymore, but I always make sure to watch Javen Wright. Like, that's a dude that a lot of people love and a lot of people respect, and he's just a really good guy. And it's just sucked to see him go through the injuries he's gone through, just because it hasn't even been fully football related. It's like medical related, and it's just, it's happened multiple times, and it's each one is more heartbreaking than the one before. And it was great to see him back on the field last season, even if it wasn't a limited capacity. And now this season, as a 7th-year player, he's going to have a massive role on that defense, in that front 7 as a linebacker. And so, number 0, I love him. I hate his number.
It's such an unusual number to see.
I can't stand a 0. I don't like linebackers with 0.
Yeah.
All right. What did I say yesterday? If you're an O-lineman, I want you at 60. If you're an edge, I want you at 90.
Yep.
If you're a wide receiver, I want you at 80.
80, 90.
Give me a 22.
It's all over the place.
Even the quarterbacks. I don't like the single digits quarterbacks either.
Well, and here's the
I like a 10, I like an 11, I like a 12, and I like a 15.
Here's the thing, Matt.
Or an 18.
We're waiting on one final single digit.
So there we go.
Number.
You're burying the lead here. Okay. We're gonna get there. So Javen Wright, even though yesterday I clearly said that I don't like linebackers with 0s, he doesn't listen to the show. He took a 0. Barney's got a fast number with 2. Janier Bonham, good for you. 4 is gonna look good on him. V9 running around all over the field. Vincent Shaver's gonna they put him in the right situations, and when they talk about John Butler and how aggressive he is, we'll definitely get into that conversation, not today or tomorrow, but next week when we have Severe and Schaefer and Caleb on, because I think that pressure on the defensive end is going to be very interesting, not only from who's going to end up getting that pressure, but how do they get pressure consistently. And when they talk about the aggressiveness of the defense, immediately I think of Vincent Shavers. And I think that he's going to have, that's going to be a great role for him to fill and hopefully end up getting a couple of sacks and tackles for loss. But as you alluded to, Joey, there is one number left. That is the number 1. Nobody has taken the number 1. Nobody is elected to be 1. I think to a lot of people, it's shocking that 9 players have been selected. And nobody has decided to take numero uno. I think to some people, putting the pieces together, Dylan Raiola, his high school number was number 1. It would make sense from an optics perspective. They've given out the 9 numbers. There's one guy left who all offseason long we've been saying he's the leader of the team, and he's grown as a leader of the team. And this is the ultimate this is the ultimate sign of leadership amongst your peers, that you get voted to have the single digit. I'm here to tell you that I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to take number 1. I do not think that Dylan Raiola is going to be number 1. 15 is important to him, man. Like, yeah, 15's his number.
Connections with his favorite athlete.
No, I don't even think it's that, because he wears number 15 for Tim Tebow and not for Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. It's we've gotten to the point where in Nebraska football, when you think of 15 currently, you think of Dylan Raiola. All respect to Tommy Frazier.
You said currently.
Currently, right now, when you think of number 15, you think of Dylan Raiola. I'll tell you right now, the two biggest jerseys that I saw when I was in Lincoln regularly was Keisei Tominaga 30 and Dylan Raiola 15. There are a lot of kids out there who went out and they bought number 15 jerseys because they're a Dylan Raiola fan. And I'm sure there are plenty of kids out there who during fan day or during whatever, because Dylan has been out in the boot all year long, went up and they got their number 15 jersey signed. It's more than just, hey, these are just digits on the back of my jersey.
Yeah.
This is like almost a fabric of Dylan Raiola's being. I would be shell-shocked, stunned, if he ended up not being number 15 next season. And I don't think anybody should take it anyway. Like, I think some people might look at it and be like, how did the quarterback of your team, the second-year quarterback, the dude who's supposed to be the face of the program, how did he not get voted amongst his teammates to have this honor? And does he think he's above the honor if he, denied it, or if he told people, hey, don't vote for me or whatever? Simple as this. We are in the era of brands. We are in the era of money and NIL and, some things that mattered back, 10, 15 years ago don't matter as much now. And there are things now that matter way more than what they were 15 years ago. One of those things is building a brand and being recognizable and, continuing. And also, too, like, just, I think out of a respect thing, too, of everybody who went out and bought a 15 jersey, are you really, like, what do you think is going to happen if Dylan Raiola switches to a number 1 jersey? There's going to be plenty of people who probably going to have to go back out and get a number 1 jersey because they want to support their quarterback.
I could see that point.
And so it's just it's just one of those things where he is 15. That is his number. That is, man, I don't know how many numbers from last year's team that aren't single digits that you can fully go, all right, like if I give you number 17, you're going to tell me it's, go ahead. Say it. You know it. Ja'Cory Barney.
Ja'Cory Barney.
Okay. That's pretty synonymous. If I give you number 62, though, I don't know how many people are gonna tell you that, oh yeah, that's Ben Scott. Like it's just one of those things where there's just not that many. Like if I give you number 48, right? How many people are really gonna know that's MJ Sherman, right? Now number 7 last year was like Malcolm Hartzog, right?
Yeah.
But I think we know that because it's single digit. 6 was Tommy Hill, single digit. But in terms of those double digit numbers, it's a little weird. So it's 90 was James Williams. Maybe people know that.
So,
but 15 is like when I say 15, you're like, that's Dylan's number.
Who would you think would get the number 1?
Great question. Emmett?
Jersey. Emmett?
I think Emmett's I think that'd be sick for him.
That'd be he's a great candidate.
21-1. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
He's the number 1 running back. I mean, you can make the argument that Emmett Johnson's probably the most important player on this team. Seriously. Just from we're very skeptical. I'm still incredibly skeptical of what they have behind him.
On the run game.
And honestly, if we're talking like, what is the one player you'd be the most uncomfortable with outside of Dylan of getting an injury? It for sure, without a doubt, be Emmett. So I think of his importance. And also, too, that's a guy that's, shown his chops as being another, like wherever Dylan has been, Emmett's been there as well. So he's been right at like to Dylan's secretariat. Emmett Johnson has been the sham. He's just kind of been around him right there. And he's been the face of the program as well. And so I think that'd be a good shot. Another one, if it's not Emmett, I'd have to think about it. If it's not Emmett,
would you give it to Heinrich Harburg?
Ooh, Joey.
Even though he's number 10.
Yeah, I would give it to Heinrich Harburg. I definitely would. I think, you know what? That'd be dope if they gave it to Heinrich Harburg. I think I'm Team Harburg in terms of getting number 1. The Carney kid, everything he's been through, in terms of what he kind of like, I'm the one who asked Mickey Joseph about him at a press conference, and he laughed about a quarterback on his roster, wasn't even allowed in the meeting rooms, to working his way up the quarterback depth chart, past Chubba Purdy, past Jeff Sims, becoming the starting quarterback, then having to take a back seat last year to then now making this position change, which a lot of people are excited for him. He is the embodiment, really.
He's made a lot of sacrifice.
Isn't he the embodiment? I mean, Heinrich Harburg is what is everything right about college football. He is the epitome of the last traditional college football players.
Trusting the process, sticking with the system.
Hell of an athlete, grew up.
Being a good mentor for the newcomers.
Went to his hometown school, had an idea of what he was going to be. That idea didn't work out, doubted. People didn't think he could do it. In an era where everybody just kind of gives up and goes to greener pastures or think the pastures are greener elsewhere, he continued to stay at the school, even through a coaching change, trusted his training, trusted the people who are developing him, and now is an incredibly recognizable name on a team that I think we're anticipating might be good this year, And that will be, and I remember Matt Rule talking about last year when he invited the previous year's seniors to the Pinstripe Bowl of man, this is this is for them. I wanted to win it for them. I wanted to be at a bowl game for Ty Robinson. I wanted to be at a bowl game for Nash Huntmaker. And to see a guy like Timmy Bleekrode, who had been through the ups and downs of that program to then be at the Pinstripe Bowl, that was cool. Heinrich Harburg is still a part of that, that true era of Husker football.
Yeah.
It's man, going through the ups and downs. Be cool if it was cool if it was Harburg. We're gonna, right before we go to break real quick, I want to read this comment. Caden in the YouTube TV says, "I'd be surprised if number one wasn't Dylan." I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd be shocked the other way. I'd be shocked the other way if number one went to Dylan. I think Dylan is number 15.
Just considering how much
15... He goes, by the way, did you really say Emmett is the most important player on the team? Arguably over Dylan. Come on now. I'm just saying, you could make the argument. I'm not saying I'm making the argument. I'm not saying I think that, but in terms of what you have behind both of those groups, right?
Yeah.
And how important running the football is going to be this season. I think the passing offense is going to be great. Okay. I really do. But I don't think you can go ahead and abandon the run game and be all right, we're just going to fully depend on us on Nebraska passing the ball. And that's kind of a reality that you might have to go to if you don't have a guy like Emmett Johnson. If we're saying that Mekhi Nelson or Quinton Ives or Connor Booth or Isaiah Mosey doesn't just burst on the scene and become this great running back. So Dylan is the most important player. Emmett Johnson, without a doubt, number two. For sure, number two.
He's the most important guy in his position group.
Oh, by far.
Just establishing that run game for the Huskers. And that's been kind of in their pedigree for all this time.